Now let's move on to the second part of the algebra module, which is polynomials. This is divided into four parts: terms, operations, factoring, and algebraic fractions. First, we have the terms. Let's talk about rational numbers. A rational number x is a real number that can be expressed as the quotient of two integers p and q. So here we can see that x can be written as p over q, and p and q are integers. Let's look at some examples. So here we have the integers. Lahat ng integer ay rational number kasi ang bawat integer can be expressed as that integer over 1, which is also an integer. So all integers are rational numbers. 0.75, this is equal to 3 over 4, and 3 and 4 are integers. The repeating decimal 0.333, it can be expressed as 1/3. Negative 1.354, that can be expressed as negative 677 over 500. Note na yung mga rational numbers, yung decimal representation nila, either terminating or repeating. So, dapat natatapos. Or kung hindi man natatapos, dapat repeating. Kagaya nung 0.333. Now, let's have the irrational numbers. An irrational number is a real number that cannot be represented as a quotient of two integers. So, examples: pi, Euler's number or e, square root of 2, cube root of 2. Note na lahat ng irrational number, yung decimal representation nila, palaging non-terminating and non-repeating. So, hindi natatapos and hindi siya umuulit-ulit. Now we have the algebraic expression. An algebraic expression is a combination of constants and variables with operations and or grouping symbols. So ano ba yung variables and constants? Variables are symbols whose values may change, while constants are numbers whose values always stay the same. So for example, we have 3x minus 2y plus 9. So itong x and y are variables, while the numbers here are constants. Here we have the quantity of 3x plus 1 plus y. Itong 3x plus 1 ay nakapaloob sa grouping symbols na parentheses. Square of a plus b minus pi x. Kahit nag-iisa lang siya, that's considered pa rin na algebraic expression. So, ano ba yung term? An algebraic expression is broken up into smaller parts. And yung smaller parts na yun ay yung terms. They are broken up by plus or minus signs. And yung plus and minus signs na yun ay part yun ng term na kasunod nila. Also, note na yung mga expression na nasa loob ng grouping symbols, they're considered to be one term kahit na merong plus or minus sign sa loob nila. For example, we have 3x minus 2y plus 9. So that's three terms. yung 3x, saka negative 2y, saka 9. How about this? Quantity of 3x plus 1 plus y. That's just two terms. Yung first term, yung buong 3x plus 1. Kasi nakapaloob siya sa grouping symbols. And yung second term ay yung y. Similarly, ito ay two terms lang din. Yung square ng a plus b ay one term lang. And yung negative pi, yung second term. X, one term lang. Now we have factors. Factors are the constants and the variables that are multiplied to get a product. So, for example, meron tayong 6ABC. Ang factors niya ay 6A, B, C, 1. Remark lang na 1 is a factor of every term. Now, what are coefficients? Meron tayong tinatawag na coefficient ng isang factor, and it refers to the product of all the other factors sa term na yun. So, for example, kunwari, we have 2 pi xy. Kapag hiningi ko yung coefficient ng x, kunin mo yung product ng factors ng term na yan, except for x. So, 2 pi y ang coefficient ng x. Meron naman tayong tinatawag na numerical coefficient ng term. And it refers to the constant factor doon sa term na yon. So, ang constant factor ng 2 pi xy ay 2 pi. So, ayun ang numerical coefficient niya. Meron din tayong literal coefficient ng isang term, which refers to the product of its variable factors. So, ang literal coefficient ng 2 pi xy ay x times y, which is xy. Now, let's talk about polynomials. So, a polynomial in X is an algebraic expression having only terms of the form ax raised to n. Dito, yung a is a real number, x is a variable, and n must be a whole number. Yung whole numbers refer to non-negative integers. So, it would be 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on. So, a polynomial in X would look like this. Yung a sub 0 dyan sa dulo, it's just a real number. But you can imagine na meron siyang kasamang x raised to 0, which is just equal to 1. So, a sub 0 x raised to 0, which is of the form ax raised to n pa rin. So, a polynomial can be in more than one variable. So, for example, a polynomial in x and y is an algebraic expression having only terms of the form ax raised to n, y raised to m. And again, a is a real number, x and y are variables, and n and m are whole numbers. Now, let's look at some examples. Let x, y, and z be variables. This expression here is a polynomial in x. Note na yung numerical coefficients niya ay puro real numbers and raised sa whole numbers lahat ng x dito. Ito naman, a polynomial in two variables, x and y. Puro whole numbers din yung exponents. Ito naman, polynomial in three variables, x, y, and z. Ito, constant lang siya, pero it is also a polynomial because again, you can imagine na may kasama siyang variable pero raised sa zero yung variable. Ah, remember, zero is a whole number. And also, any number raised to zero is 1. So, i- if you attach a variable here na raised to zero, the value stays the same. Now, we have expressions na hindi naman polynomials. X raised to pi plus x minus 1. Yung x raised to pi, ang exponent niya ay hindi whole number, but an irrational number. So, hindi polynomial itong buong expression na to. Y raised to xz plus 24. So, ang exponent ng y ay xz, which is a product of variables and not a whole number. 4 over y plus y squared. Yung 4 over y, equal siya sa 4y raised to negative 1. So, hindi whole number yung negative 1 because it's a negative integer. So, hindi polynomial itong buong expression na to. Now, let's talk about like and unlike terms. Two terms are like terms if they have the same literal coefficient. So, dito we have 11x squared y and negative 5x squared y. Yung literal coefficient nila ay parehong x squared y. So, like terms sila. So, kapag hindi like terms, they are called unlike terms. So, 4x squared yz and 12xy are unlike terms kasi x squared yz is not equal to xy. Like terms can be combined into a single term by adding their numerical coefficients. For example, 11x squared y minus 5x squared y can be combined into a single term by combining 11 and negative 5. So it will just become 6x squared y. Now let's move on to different types of polynomials. First, we have the monomial, which is a polynomial with just one term. Here are some examples. 6x raised to 5, 5xyz, 800. Binomial. This is a polynomial with two unlike terms. So, note na dapat unlike yung terms. For example, 3y plus 2x. They have different literal coefficients. X squared plus 1, z squared plus z. Trinomial. This is a polynomial with three unlike terms. So, for example, here, x raised to 5, y plus 3, x raised to 4, y squared plus x plus y plus z, x squared plus 2x plus 1. A multinomial is a polynomial that has more than one unlike term. So, pasok pa rin dito yung mga binomial saka trinomial. And also, polynomials na may mas mataas pa na number of terms. For example, here we have a polynomial that has 4 terms. And then x plus y, which is a binomial, which is an example of multinomial as well. And here we have a polynomial with 3 terms. which is also a trinomial. Now, let's talk about degree. Kapag sinabi natin degree, it may refer to the degree of a term or it may refer to the degree of a polynomial. First, let's talk about the degree of a term. When we say degree of a term, it refers to the sum of the exponents of the term's variables. So, for example, 3x squared y cubed z. Ang exponent ng x dito ay 2 at ang exponent ng y ay 3, ang exponent ng z ay 1. So 2 plus 3 plus 1 ay 6. So this term is of degree 6. Negative 67. This is just a constant. So ang degree niya ay 0. 8x raised to 4. So isa lang naman variable dito. So kunin lang natin yung exponent niya. So this is of 4th degree. Now, the degree of a polynomial naman is just the same as the degree of the term na merong highest degree sa polynomial na yun. So, for example, yung degree ng first term dito ay 5, second term ay 4, sa third term ay 3, sa fourth term ay 1, sa fifth term ay 0. So, ang highest dun ay 5. So, this polynomial is of degree 5. Here we have a polynomial in two variables. Yung sa first term, ang degree niya ay 3. Sa second term naman, ang degree niya ay 2 plus 2 or 4. Sa third term ay 0. So, ang degree ng polynomial na to ay 4. Naman, xyz minus z raised to 4. Sa first term, ang degree niya ay 1 plus 1 plus 1 or 3. Sa second term, ang degree niya ay 4. So, ang degree ng polynomial na to ay 4. We can use the degree to determine the leading coefficient of a polynomial. So, the leading coefficient of a polynomial is the numerical coefficient of the term with the highest degree in the polynomial. So, for example, ang may highest degree dito sa polynomial na to ay yung first term, 6x raised to 5. Ang numerical coefficient niya ay 6. So, ayun yung leading coefficient ng polynomial na to. Ito naman, negative y raised to 4, yung may highest degree sa polynomial na to. So, negative 1 yung leading coefficient. Z cubed plus 50 z raised to 4. So, yung coefficient nung z raised to 4, which is 50, yung leading coefficient natin. Ito, we just have a constant. So, ayun na rin agad yung leading coefficient natin. Negative 9. That concludes the first part of our lecture about polynomials. Thank you so much for watching.